Hey there, fight fans! In today's video, Jon Jones is very excited and also deeply upset.
Very sad situation, very upset.
Take your time.
It's around his neck.
Just take your time, man.
Oh, ooh.
And as our video unfolds, we will also tackle the intense skepticism within the MMA community, pondering whether we will ever witness the long-anticipated showdown between Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. With Jones's recent injury raising concerns, the stakes have never been higher, leaving all the fans wondering if this is the end of the road for the iconic fighter.
No, something like this, it's not a thing that you can blame to somebody. It can happen to everybody. It could have happened here. It could happen to anybody. So I don't think that's a part of a decision. But yes, it sucks though.
Jon Jones это подарок судьбы от Бога, а не от Грега Джексона. Грег Джексон хороший тренер по ударной технике. Не путайте эти две вещи. Джон Джонсон не знаю. Это номер один среди бойцов.
But hey, that's not all. Daniel Cormier said that it will be difficult for Islam Makhachev to stand on par with Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now, Makhachev, who's been in the shadow of his iconic comrade, might be on the brink of facing the inevitable comparisons. And then later in the video, Charles Oliveira boldly declares himself as Makhachev's newfound rival. So let's kick things off in order. This video is brought to you by Manscaped, a trusted brand with over 9 million satisfied customers worldwide. And today, I am thrilled to introduce you to the Handyman Compact Face Shaver, a grooming essential that delivers a quick, close shave that ensures that you look and feel your best. So let me tell you one thing. The Handyman Compact Face Shaver exceeded all of my expectations. The Handyman features a dual blade system, including a standard foil shaver and a long hair leveler blade, easily handling 3-day growth while minimizing the risk of nicks and cuts with its skin-safe technology. And it's not just effective, it is also waterproof for easy cleaning. It is compact and sleek. The Handyman is perfect for those on the move with some limited storage. And with up to 60 minutes of runtime on a single charge and a battery level indicator, you will never run out of power. It's also travel friendly, so whether you're new to grooming or a trusted pro, the Handyman from Manscaped is a must-have for your routine. Now here is the special deal. Visit manscaped.com and use code GENIAL at checkout for a 20% discount on your Handyman purchase. Now that right there is worth every penny. The official UFC Mixed Martial Arts Center in Las Vegas posted a quote from the current champ of the promotion in the lightweight category, Islam Makhachev. As you already know, last week in the MMA world witnessed yet another stellar performance from Makhachev as he confidently dismantled Alex Volkanovski. But following his victory, the question on everyone's mind remains, who will be the next to face Makhachev? At the post-fight press conference in Abu Dhabi, Dana White was pressed for answers. White hinted at a potential bout with Charles Oliveira, but many are confident that the ex-champ is not quite ready for such a fight. However, Makhachev offers to bring Oliveira together with Justin Gaethje so that they can determine the next real contender. Both Oliveira and Gaethje are elite fighters with very proven track records, so a head-to-head fight between them would help eliminate any doubts about the legitimacy of the next title contender. Perhaps the one defeat to Islam a year earlier was too much of a blow to Oliveira's psychology. He understands that an incredibly difficult fight awaits him in the rematch. But at the same time, Charles then again has already proven that he is stronger than many other contenders. Of course, Oliveira knows this, and that's why he has named himself as Makhachev's next opponent, saying, "Whoever the UFC gives Makhachev, he will fight. Everyone knows it's my turn now. I'm number one in the rankings, I performed well in my last fight, and I'm ready to fight. Everything was going according to plan until the cut happened, so I'm next in line." I have said this before. Another confirmation of the evolution of Islam in the stand-up. How he read this fight. He started hitting low and finished high. I respect both of them. They are great fighters. It is obvious that Islam is a great champion. He has evolved as an MMA fighter. So, if the rematch does happen, it is a win-win scenario for both the fighters and the MMA community, as it promises to be a more exciting fight than their first one. But who would you like to see as Makhachev's next opponent? Former UFC champ Daniel Cormier said that it will be difficult for Islam Makhachev to stand on par with Khabib Nurmagomedov, saying, "I believe that Islam needs to continue to work if we think about comparing it with the greatness of Khabib. Look, there's something special about that zero, isn't there? It's a privilege to be undefeated, to have the career that Khabib had, no mistakes." Now Islam can no longer avoid comparisons with his friend Khabib Nurmagomedov. They actually have quite a bit in common. If Makhachev has one more victory in his division, he will be equal to the Eagle in the number of successful title defenses. Both are very dominant champions, and perhaps only the manner of victories is actually what's different. So it's kind of curious that the victory with Oliveira was achieved after a great stand-up shot, and Volkanovski, well, he was practically knocked out by Islam. Khabib relied on the wrestling, where he simply had no equal. Now, you can argue endlessly about who is better, Khabib or Islam, but it is worth comparing fighters. Nurmagomedov has a 0 in the defeat column. Makhachev has a trump card in the form of 2 victories over the current champion of another division, and most importantly, he intends to storm the welterweight division. If Islam does succeed, he could surpass the Eagle and become a double champ of the UFC. Now, Khabib is the perfect example of an undefeated champion. Islam is more universal and is not afraid of some new challenges. So I don't think there's really any more need for the comparisons, as Islam and Khabib are both great champions and overall just really good guys.
I told you guys, I finished all questions. I give you all answers. That's it, well done.
But the unexpected turn of events at UFC 295, with Jon Jones being forced to withdraw from the title fight against Stipe Miocic due to a torn pectoral muscle, has left the MMA community wondering about Jones's and Miocic's future in the Octagon.
How did I feel when I woke up today? I got kicked in the nuts. About 1 in the morning, I woke up to my phone vibrating, and then a text message from my manager saying my fight was off.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Jon Jones. Just wanted to make a quick video, let you guys know how I was doing. First of all, thank you to all the fans. Thank you to everybody who's checked in with me to see how I was feeling. Obviously, very sad situation, very upset. But I've been through a lot of things in life, and injuries is a part of being an athlete. I want to thank the UFC for getting me into one of the best doctors in the country, Dr. Alan Trash. Thank you to Dr. Alan Trash and his staff members over here in California for seeing me so quick. I wanted to say thank you to Stipe Miocic for all the work that he's put in. Also, sorry to Stipe and his team. Like I said, this comes with the territory. Thank all my coaches and training partner, everyone who's helped me get this far. Can't even say get to the fight. But the goal is to get surgery tomorrow and get back to work as soon as possible. I guess it will be Stipe and I at a later date, and that's my plan. So it'll be surgery and physical therapy for me for the next several months. But I'm committed. And my head is high. Thank you to everyone who's prayed for me, and I love you all. Again, sincere apology to the fans. I know some of you guys, it was a huge commitment to get out to Madison Square Garden. Hopefully these other heavyweights, Aspinall and Sergey, put on a great show for you guys. I may even show up to the event to watch. But I love you all, and your boy Jon Jones is doing okay. I'll be okay. All right. Take care.
Jon Jones is hurt. He recognizes the challenge ahead of him, so he figured, I've got to put in more work. I've got to take this new body, and I've got to teach this new body to train like the 205-pound body, because I know the challenge is so big. Well, your body's not prepared for that. Your body's not ready for that type of workload if you haven't been doing it. Watching the video, it looked like he was wrestling. But I know that when Jones was preparing to fight me, he was wrestling even harder than that. So now Dana says 8 months, he'll be out. Guys, Stipe ain't got 8 months. Stipe Miocic doesn't have 8 months to wait.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens also, because Stipe's had a lot of time to recover. You know, it's been a long time.
What was wrong with him?
Well, the knockout to Francis was a pretty rough knockout.
Right.
And, you know, have a good solid 2 years off, have a lot of time to train. He wanted to put more weight on because he felt like he was a little too light in the Francis fight.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see him, fully healthy, like how much he's got left.
With Jones out of UFC 295, do you think we'll see Miocic compete again? John Anik shared his perspective, suggesting that Miocic might return, primarily driven by the allure of a substantial paycheck. However, Anik did point out that the delay caused by Jones' recovery might mean that Miocic, who would be 42 by the time the fight materializes, could be a significant factor in a physically demanding sport like MMA. On the other hand, some fans have expressed doubts about Miocic's return, saying, "I think they both might be done. I would be surprised to see either man put the gloves on again. Hopefully I'm wrong," wrote one fan. And then another fan chiming in with, "No, Jones will fight the winner of the interim belt, Stipe will retire." Now, of course, injuries happen. They occur all the time during training, but it appears to be a typical training situation. But what do you guys think? That is all for today, and we will be sure to keep you updated. Again, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and we will see you soon.